Hiro looked around as Tadashi drove through the gates of the San Fransokyo Institute of Technology, often called SFIT for short.
"What are we doing at your nerd school?" Hiro asked. "Bot fights that way." "Pit stop," Tadashi replied, as he pulled up to a gleaming steel and glass building. Hiro impatiently followed Tadashi into SFIT's robotics lab. "Is this going to take long? Megabot wants to fight." "Relax, you big baby. We'll be in and out," Tadashi said, as he led Hiro into the enormous lab. "Oh great, I get to see your lab," Hiro said sarcastically. Out of the corner of his eye, Tadashi saw Hiro's attitude change. His lab was high-tech heaven. Tadashi smiled. "Heads up," said a girl with purple-streaked hair as she whizzed by on a bike. She stopped short and tossed the bike onto a rack. Tadashi walked over to her and smiled. Hiro couldn't help himself. He had to touch the bike. "Whoa, electromag suspension," he said. "Who are you?" Hiro turned around to look at the girl. I'm Tadashi's brother." "Gogo, this is Hiro." Gogo Tamago chewed her gum and nodded. Hiro looked back at her bike. "Never seen electromag suspension on a bike before." Gogo spun the bike's back wheel. In place of an axle, the wheel was suspended between two magnetic forks. The wheel seemed to float like magic between the magnetic frames. "Zero resistance," Gogo told him. "Faster bike, but not fast enough." Then she took the wheel off and threw it in the trash. "Yet." Hiro stared as she fired up a 3D printer on the spot and began to create a new wheel. Then he heard a high-pitched hum coming from the other side of the lab. He saw a large, muscular guy with dreadlocks experimenting with lasers there. His workspace was immaculately organized. Hiro headed for the machine. "Whoa! Do not move! Behind the line, please!" Hiro stopped and looked down. He took one step back behind a white line that was taped on the floor. "Hey, Wasabi," Tadashi said to him. "This is my brother, Hiro." Wasabi, a physics student, nodded. "Hello, Hiro. Prepared to be amazed. Catch!" Wasabi tossed an apple up into the air, but when Hiro reached for it, the apple fell down in hundreds of wafer-thin pieces. "Wow," Hiro said. Wasabi grabbed a bottle and sprayed its contents into the air. Hundreds of green lasers were immediately visible. "There has never been an optic system so precise." Hiro nodded, noticing that Wasabi carefully placed his spray bottle back into a particular circle on the table. "I have a system, a place for everything in its place," Wasabi said. Just then, Gogo grabbed something from Wasabi's table. "Need this," she said, as she whizzed past him. "Hey, what are you—" Wasabi shouted and went after her. "You're messing up my whole system!" The boys were watching Wasabi chase Gogo when a sweet voice said, "Coming through." Hiro and Tadashi turned to see Honey Lemon, a blonde chemistry genius, rolling a large ball of metal across the floor. They stepped aside. Tadashi smiled. "Honey, this is my little brother, Hiro." Honey was thrilled. "Oh my gosh, hi," she gushed. "Perfect timing. You're going to love this." She pushed the ball onto a hydraulic lift. Then she dashed over to a large machine that held many chemical elements and used the touchscreen to select several of them. "That's a whole lot of tungsten carbide," Hiro said. 400 pounds of it, Honey responded. They watched as the machine combined the elements. Honey smiled and said, "Superheat to 800 degrees and voila!" The boys saw a stream of chemicals shoot out of the machine and spray the metal ball. Instantly, the entire orb was encased in a bright pink glow. "Pretty great, huh?" Honey asked, and used her cell phone camera to snap a selfie of the boys and herself standing in front of the ball. Hiro didn't know what to make of it. "So pink," he said. Honey nodded enthusiastically. Pink was her favorite color. "And here's the best part," she said. With one touch, the metal ball disintegrated.